Lincoln Riley has spent the vast majority of the offseason putting together what can only be described as one of the more elite all-around coaching staffs in the entire country. With the departure of running back coach Keel McDonald a few weeks ago, another hole needed to be filled, so all Lincoln Riley did is go out and hire a guy that has 5 NFL running backs under his belt. We are of course talking about former TCU and Memphis man Anthony Jones Jr. This is yet another huge addition that not only increases the quality of the SC staff, but also really helps to put those hooks down in Texas. And at the running back position, we know that's where Lincoln looks to pull from. So in today's video, we will discuss Coach Jones, some common trends we've seen from players he's coached, as well as an overall look at the running back room in 2024. So guys, before we do get into it today, if you are enjoying these videos, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into this. Okay, so before we get into talking about Coach Jones, I just want to say thank you to Coach McDonald, who I thought did an absolutely tremendous job during his time at SC. He was one of my favorite coaches on the entire staff, and I wish him nothing but the best with the Chargers. But talking about Anthony here, look, I'll be honest, with a running back coach, there's not a lot to say. I can't tell you the technique he teaches. I can't tell you what his philosophy is, but what I can tell you is that he gets results. He produces pros. He has produced many during his time at both Memphis and TCU. Kenneth Gainwell, Tony Pollard, Darrell Henderson, Anthony Gibson, and Kendre Miller. That's a lot of NFL guys from a very small stretch in terms of time. Not only is that a fantastic selling point to potential recruits, but it shows that he can develop his players into that NFL area of skill. Another reason to like this hire is the Riley connection. Garrett Riley obviously was the TCU OC back in 2022, so no doubt Lincoln got a great scouting report on Anthony the person as well as the football coach. Now, taking a closer look at those backs that he developed into NFL talents, they all have a few things in common that I found to be pretty interesting. They're all incredibly physical, solid blockers, and they're also able to catch the ball out of the backfield, i.e. Marshawn Lloyd and Woody Marks. These type of backs that Lincoln Riley is prioritizing. Anthony specializes in developing players that fit that mold to a T, so I think that really shows you what we're going to be looking for going forward. It's going to be guys like Marshawn Lloyd, Woody Marks, shorter guys that are really thick, really explosive, so I would look for that trend to continue going forward. Now look, I'll be honest, running back coaches are not what's going to push SC over the top to win a national title, but what this does do is add yet another fantastic coach and recruiter to the mix on the offensive side of the ball. So very excited to see how he gets along in spring ball. This running back room is absolutely fascinating, so much unknown in this group, but so much potential at the same time. Just looking through this room, Quentin Joyner, Woody Marks, Amarian Peterson, Brian Jackson. Joyner's the one, we all know this, the home run threat he provides cannot be understated. When you talk about that game-changing, game-breaking kind of back, Quentin Joyner is that guy. Of course, Woody Marks came over from Mississippi State, and he looks to be that veteran option like Marshawn Lloyd was last year. Now, I don't think he's as lethal a weapon as Marshawn was, but this is a very solid player, complete running back top to bottom here. He can really do a bit of everything. He's really that prototypical SEC halfback. Amarian Peterson is a relative unknown. I'll be very interested to see how he looks in spring. We barely saw any of him last year. And of course, the true freshman Jackson is the hammer of this group, 240-pound tank that I think could be used in some short yardage or goal line situations this year. Very interested to see what his role is. But to me, this is a backfield duo of Joyner and Marks. You have every base covered with this. These two guys can really carry this room in my opinion. And honestly, there's just a ton of unknown with both Peterson and Jackson. So we'll see in spring how they look and if they have a legitimate chance to compete for a spot. But as of right now, I'm going with those two guys. And yeah, those are my thoughts on the hire and the running back room as a whole. Please let me know who you think will start a halfback down below. Thank you so much for being here today, and as always, take care and fight on.